Alright, hi everybody. I have something pretty unique here today. We have a lightsaber, a NeoPixel. The cheapest NeoPixel, well, second cheapest actually. I have a video coming on the cheapest NeoPixel soon. So, somewhat budget friendly. Here it is. This is not exactly as it comes in the box. I've had the saber for several months at this point. But I've tried to put everything back in the box as it would have been. I'm gonna go ahead and start the unboxing. Okay, so we have a cardboard box, the Imperial Workshop logo right here, which I think is actually a pretty good logo. On the side we have the name. Of course, not everything's packaged, but everything still that comes with it is still in the box. I took out all the foam and stuff. I'm gonna talk about the blade in just a minute, so I'm gonna set this aside. You have your hilt. This is the Scavenger hilt, it's their cheapest hilt. It's $160, which includes everything that's in this box right now. Here you have your USB to download custom sound fonts. I haven't done that for my saber, but you can. And then this is our bag with retention screws and your Allen wrench. And then here you have the manual, which has all the information on how to run it and also some information about the XenoPixel core. So here's the blade. It's a 36-inch blade that comes with Imperial Workshop. Unlike most companies, you don't have the choice to choose the blade length, which is unfortunate because 36 inches this blade is kind of unwieldy to duel with. I might prefer 32 or 28. Probably 32. I actually have right here. This is a 32-inch blade from Imperial Workshop. This has a sort of cracked texture. I'll also spin that around in a minute and I'll talk about how it is for dueling. So with the hilts, here you have your button. It's a one-button setup. At the top, you have the spot for 2 retention screws. Really good grip at the top. And then down here, it has the Imperial Workshop logo. Your attachment point. So if you have 2 of these, you can make it a saber staff. And then screw this open. This is just below the button, the easiest way to access the inside. You have your XenoPixel board. The battery, if you take out the battery, make sure to put it in the right way or the board will short circuit. You can unscrew these two and take this part out. Oh, I forgot the charger. So for charging the saber, it's a little different than you think. You can't just plug, let me grab the charger real quick actually.
Minute 37 seconds later.
Here's your charger. You can't just plug this in and then go straight to the wall. With a charger block, that will fry the board. What you have to do is plug this USB end into a computer, ideally, because it has to be below 5 volts, and I believe it's 1.5 amps. Or what? Yeah, amps. I guess I'll put in the blades, and then I'll show you guys some spinning. Saber outside. I'll also compare this to a baselit saber, so you can see just the brightness difference of a NeoPixel. And if you don't know the difference between a NeoPixel and a baselit saber has a single LED in the hilts, while a baselit saber, XenoPixel or NeoPixel, CFX, whatever board you have, has over 200 lights in the blade, so it does that effect of turning on, and it can do some really cool stuff. This has, remembering things I have not talked about. This has 33 sound fonts that come pre-installed on the board. It has infinite color change. It has stab-on motion control, so you don't even have to press the button to turn it on. I'll show you all this when I put the blade in the saber in just a second. You know what, I'll just show it to you then. I want to note that because of how cameras work, the lightsaber does appear a little bit brighter here than it actually is, but it still is quite bright. Make sure to subscribe to the channel so I can spend more time making these videos, make them better, and hopefully get some more lightsabers so that I can make more of these videos. Thank you. Alright, so to power on, you hold down the button for 3 seconds.
Powering on.
Maybe that's 2 seconds actually. Press the button, turn it on, or you can use motion control. You can see it's quite bright. This font has sort of ripples going through it, as you can see. To change the font, you hold it down for 2 seconds and let go.
Teacher.
It's Yoda's font, I believe. I'm not going to go through all the fonts because that would take a really long time, but I'm going to pick out some of the highlights.
Second. The champion. Hatred. Dark Ages. Cyber Terror.
Luke Skywalker. Final steps. Ascension. I'm Cal Kestis.
Your destiny lies with me, Skywalker. I'll never join you! If you only knew the power of the dark side. Join me. Together, we can rule the galaxy as father and son. You have learned much, young one. The Force is with you, young Skywalker. Not yet.
The battery on the saber lasts about 90 minutes. There are a lot of other features that I'll show you here in a minute. It plays music. Press the button twice. Not all fonts play music. Most character theme fonts do. Some even have multiple songs they can play. You can, of course, control the volume by holding down the button.
Volume level 3.
That probably sounded like I hit it really hard, but you just tap it, and
Volume level 4.
you can cycle all the way back to 10, and then there's a mute setting too. Hold the button and tap it again to go back into regular mode. So you can check the battery by pressing the button 3 times. Past that doesn't do anything. It has a few more features that I'm going to show you here in just a second. Alright, so I'm going to show you some of the features that this lightsaber has. And it has the wall mount sort of thing. Point the saber down, hold down the button, cut open doors now, and then press the button to release. You got saber lock, hold down the button when the saber is pointing up. And of course on any font you can change the color, but except for the rainbow font, you can't change the color. By pointing it down and rotating it, you get the full color wheel here.
Color selected.
What else do we have? So you can see gesture controls. Turn it off by twisting. Just by swinging, you can turn it on. I guess I'll go ahead and take this saber outside and do some spinning. The shorter blade is much better for spinning, especially since it's the cracked texture. It does look less bright, but you can also order a regular blade with the shorter length. It is kind of expensive though, it's like $80, and the saber itself only cost $160. You could say that this isn't a very good deal, and that's kind of true. But they unfortunately don't allow you to pick the shorter blade. If you're not going to be spinning your saber around very much, it's fine to just go with the one that you have, but if you really want to get the most out of it, I'd order a shorter blade.